Wait, is Tim Cheese a thing?
Yeah, so the law for the John
Pork, Tim Cheese. Isn't there someone eagle? There's an eagle.
Something cat.
There's an eagle as well.
Fuck.
Talking Tomcat.
Talking Tomcat.
No,
I think
like-
that's separate.
There's like a third, okay, so the main two characters of this law is
Hi
John
guys,
Pork
welcome
and-
to the episode.
John Pork and Tim Cheese are the real two main characters. And John Pork was always loved and respected, but it was found recently that he was murdered, obviously.
What?
Well, you said obviously like this was news we should all know.
Yeah,
John Pork's been murdered?
Yeah, people thought it was King Von, but it wasn't King Von. It was Tim.
Who's King Von?
No, Joe, you don't know King Von.
The Chicago rapper that got killed as well.
Oh,
wow.
People think it was King Von, but it was actually Tim Cheese,
Wow.
like a little mouse,
Wait, so they're just bleeding real people into this world? Okay, awesome.
because he was shot on O Block, so people assumed it was King Von, but it was actually Tim Cheese.
Wait, so is this like a series of memes? Because I've only seen the John Pork that's like John Pork
Is
pick up
calling.
the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then because it started off as John Pork calling, and it was like they started combining like X music, like what's it, Jocelyn Flores?
Yeah,
like, yeah, and it was like, you missed John Pork's call, he got killed in O Block.
Do you think if
Is
John Pork called and you picked up, you think you could have saved him on O
Yeah, I
Block?
was gonna
for
say.
sure.
Do a Mark Wahlberg and stop the tragedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fully.
Yeah.
It's so sad, man. But then you find out more about the story, and Tim Cheese, John Pork actually slept with Tim Cheese's wife,
Whoa.
and that's why. Because John Pork
Mrs.
was
Cheese.
Mrs. Cheese. Yeah, so John Pork was obviously
John Pork slept with
he
Mrs.
was-
Cheese.
he was kind of gang affiliated and had some, but he was more of a chill guy. He wasn't.
Okay.
He was a chill guy. He didn't really have. He just got along with everybody, including gang members. So people assumed when he got killed, it was a gang.
Why are you so knowledgeable about John?
I'm just telling you, dude.
Is Biggie Cheese related to this?
I think that's an ancestor of a distant relative of Tim Cheese.
Okay, can we these naming conventions are really throwing me. So you've got John Pork named after the food that he produces, and then Tim Cheese named
think he's
after
a mouse.
the mouse. Yeah, but it's the food he eats, not the food he produces. And then who have we got? We got the eagle and cat.
I don't know about the eagle, but I know
Oh, is it like Terry Falcon or something?
something like that. I wish I remembered the cat's name because the cat is the storyteller.
There's a story.
Wait,
This
what?
has got
Wait, like the cat sitting with his like litter reading a bedtime story about Tim Cheese?
and
No,
John
the
Pork.
cat is in a big black trench coat on the rooftop of Chicago, looking over Chicago.
What the hell are you talking about? Like what?
You haven't seen this?
Dude, I would love to like
Can you make a law
time travel
breakdown?
back
Yeah.
like 5 years. You would sound schizophrenic. Like no, there's not even like you
Right now he sounds schizophrenic. What are you talking about?
You guys look
Dude, this is what we should show to aliens.
true.
When the aliens come, it's like, what do you show them? John Pork,
Fictional
and Tim
John
Cheese, fictional. It's like it's just a layered story.
Yeah.
It's like ramayana for all my real ramayana fans out
What's
there.
that?
It's like
Isn't she a singer?
it's like a 2,500 page ancient Indian literature that all Hindus have to learn.
Yeah.
And it's like it's the basis for a lot of modern day storytelling.
Yeah.
They've made a TV show for it that ran for like, I don't know, 96 episodes or something. And during the COVID lockdown, they played that, and it became the most watched TV event in history.
Whoa.
Maybe just for that year, actually. But it was massive because India's massive, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's just the retelling of like a really complex story about like there's a prince who wants to become king, and then he falls in love, and there's like he's betrayed by his cousin. There's a lot of stories there. Obviously, it's like a
Like
collection
a
of books.
Shakespeare-esque.
Very Shakespeare-esque, but it's more
Yeah.
religious.
Is
It's
it
like,
like the Odyssey?
It's like the
Kind of like
not-
the Odyssey in the way that it translates into multiple stories being adapted in different
yeah. The
contexts?
way it has influenced modern day storytelling, it's similar to Odyssey in that way, but it's less of a like a cyclical story. Like, sorry, that's not right. It's less of a singular story. The Odyssey is like the story of Odysseus, whereas Ramayana is, yes, it's the story of Rama, but it's a bunch of different books that run spans of time, and it's looked more at like religious scripture as opposed to just a story.
Like
Anyway, sorry.
the Bible.
Yeah.
It's similar to the Bible in that way, but it's like the Hindu Bible.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more like it focuses a lot on ethics and family relations, which I suppose the Bible does if you think of like Jesus as the Son and the Holy Spirit and the Father, whatever.
Yeah. I
So
do
John
want to
Pork-
clarify. Yeah, I do want to clarify the feline character. I don't want to call him a cat because that might be disrespectful. The feline
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
is the more of a, in the traditional storytelling, there's the old man wise, like the wise old man that lived to tell the tale.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
kind of what the feline character is, and
I like
they
how
really
they've taken a non-linear approach to this
Yeah.
narrative. It's kind of interesting.
yeah, and it's what's interesting about it is that because John Pork was really beloved, and when he did pass away,
Rest in peace.
when he passed away, people were really like sad, and Tim Cheese had like price on his head.
Whoa.
Tim
People were
Che-
out to get Tim Cheese.
Yeah, but once the feline told his story and like told the truth, it became a much more of a grey area
Yeah,
story, and
because
people have
it's like
calmed down
John
because it's
Pork
like
slept with Tim Cheese's wife.
yeah,
Crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that really changes the whole dynamic of it. Because
Yeah.
it's like, where
Does
do you
that absolve him of his crimes?
that's a good question.
Well,
It's a
what
good question.
in this universe? What laws are in the John Pork universe?
It's very similar to the real world.
Okay,
Well, it is
but
the real
there's
world,
some animals.
but there's some animals and stuff.
When you
Yeah.
say he's like not like he's a feline, not a cat.
It could be like a lion.
Think of
or
like a
cheetah
6 foot
or-
jacked cat
Okay,
that stands
Okay,
on
like
two
a
legs,
cougar,
just like a guy but looks like a cat.
Black
like
Panther.
from Spyro.
Yeah, imagine black.
Oh, okay. I get
Hunter.
it now.
What's his
Hunter.
name?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Probably.
Yeah,
He has the bow.
He does have a bow. Yeah.
yeah.
You play Spyro, John?
No, I didn't. I just know he's the purple guy.
Correct.
Yep, he's a dragon.
Did Snoop
actually.
Dogg voice him at some point?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Okay.
So that's a crazy twist on
No,
Spyro.
probably, right? Yeah, Snoop Dogg before he got into the whole music
Yeah,
thing.
okay, he
was,
voiced
yeah.
Spyro.
I just remember seeing there's an ad where Snoop Dogg goes Spyro baby.
It's probably just a Skylanders
Uh.
ad. They had bajillions of dollars.
You think Skylanders is like for our Spyro character we need Snoop Dogg?
No, I don't think. I think he's just saying that Snoop Dogg was in the ad.
Okay.
I don't think he
did a
was like.
voiceover.
I don't think he
Um,
played Spyro in any situation.
I know we're like 10 minutes into the episode, but
Yeah.
I feel like we should say
Okay.
welcome.
You said welcome
this is-
briefly. But
Yeah, I did briefly,
Yeah.
but we really just jumped
Okay, yeah.
into it.
Welcome back to 3 Cents, everyone.
Yeah, we're
this
back.
is- yeah, we're back, and we're talking about
John Pork,
John
Ramayana, and Spyro.
yeah the big three really.
The three pillars of narrative storytelling. If you look back throughout generations, that's what future generations are going to look back on.
Yeah, I hope my
Maybe.
grandkids are watching this.
Yeah. Speaking of cats,
Yeah.
I have a hypothetical for Jock. Right,
Whoa, okay. John,
not
sit
me.
out, mate.
Jock, you've got a cat, right?
Two
Two cats.
at my parents' place.
Okay. Do you have a
yes.
favorite one?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I have
Do
to
you,
be
do you want to
honest here.
say, or you don't want the cat to hear it?
I don't want the cat to hear. I feel like they'd be offended.
Okay.
Okay.
Picture this. It's your favorite cat, right?
Okay. I'm picturing it.
Is drowning.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Yep, classic. I can
And
see it.
So is John. Who are you saving in this scenario?
This is so easy, dude. This shouldn't-
Okay.
What?
well, let's hear this out. Let's think this through.
okay, yeah.
How long have you had the cat?
Like 3 years,
Oh
2
my
years
God.
maybe.
Okay.
But
yeah.
but then, how long have I had John? Never.
About the
A
same.
similar
John
amount of
has
time.
never been mine though.
Since when?
I've never came to possess John.
Well,
No, okay. I would save John
thank you.
You
yeah.
reckon?
because, from a utilitarian point of view, John is going to live exponentially longer than my cat,
Yeah.
Okay.
and he would also learn from the experience. I think my cat would probably just get in that same situation again. If there's a situation where my cat can
I'm
drown,
dead.
no. I'm just saying, if there's a situation where my cat can drown,
Yeah.
it's not intelligent enough to be like, that was scary. I'm not going to do that again. I would think
Right.
if I have this, like, what's going to happen is
I do it again.
I walk to
How
a pond.
pissed off would you be if John did it again?
I walk to a pond, John and cat, both drowning. I'm like, oh shit, I'll save the cat. I save the cat.
Yeah.
Then a week later, cat's done it again, but now it's like Jackson in there. I'm like, cat,
Okay,
what
I
are you
can't
doing?
lose
You
both of
keep,
them.
I'll
you
be-
keep
dude,
wiping out people.
I'll be fuming if you let me drown, then you saved Jackson. I'd be so angry.
well, you know, Jackson.
That's so funny.
Jackson does run the Instagram, so
Yeah, true.
essential worker.
Yeah.
I'm the marketing guy.
What about so what would you do if that situation happened? You save me,
Yeah, I save you.
and then you're up. Then a week later, you walk like down the river at the city, or you're jogging in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey man, it's
The most
happened
calm
again.
drowning. You're like,
Look,
Jock,
we've been through this.
fella, please.
There are other fucking cats over there drowning as well.
The other
I'm
less
sorry,
like-
I would
dude, I'm
start,
sorry,
I'd start
man.
getting skeptical. I'd be like, is he putting the cats here? Is he like, is he
Oh
setting
no,
this?
pick one.
Is this like a friendship exercise? He's murdering my cats to prove that he's my friend? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I'd start to get. I think it would take 2 cats until I'd get suspicious.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, guys, wait. Could
What?
be horrendous news. Oh, we're all good. I just completely forgot to check the levels, but we're all good.
Yeah.
All
it's
right.
fine.
Hopefully. Well, we weren't talking when you checked.
I've been screaming.
No. I mean, like, usually sometimes like last episode for behind the scenes when I
Yeah.
forgot
We
to
might
fix
cut
the
this.
levels. They were all on 0, but now they're on like where I usually put them,
Right.
so it's all good.
Nice.
Don't fret. We're all good.
Yeah. Okay. So you look at it as purely because John will get more out of his life than Cat will.
Well, that
Could you look at
and-
it as John's had more life though?
Nah.
Like,
Okay.
what's the?
Just got a bit distracted.
No, this is my one note.
Is it related or are you just?
Yeah, it's related
tangenting?
actually.
Just
How's
keep.
Okay.
What he said.
Is that real?
Okay, for the audio listeners, John's got
Wait, chat. Is this real?
John's got an image of a cat doing a little dance, and there's kind of flames
Sorry, I just
exploding.
want to know if that was real. I don't know.
It's kind of like little flames exploding. The cat's dancing seductively.
See, okay. Hypothetical change. If that was the cat that was drowning and he was doing that,
Yeah, please say.
I'm
it.
saving the
Yeah,
cat.
okay.
I'm saving the cat.
Understandable.
But no, I'm just
Dude.
It's more of like, I think, as much as I love my kitten, love of my life, I think John ultimately for the rest of my life would provide more ultimate value. Like when
Wow.
if 2 timelines, I save the cat, I save John. When I'm 90 or 75 when I'm going to die, and I'm lying on my deathbed at 75, and I'm thinking back to my life, in the universe where I saved the cat, I'll be like, oh, what was that cat's name again? That died when I was like 25, 30. I don't want to put a date on it. That's scary. But then if I look back at John, I'm like, oh, John's holding my hand at the deathbed, kissing my fingers,
Well, yeah.
Damn.
serenading me off to the final sleep.
Do you think you would
What if I'm
leverage it?
busy?
Do you think you would leverage John like I saved your life, dude?
In moments of
Mm.
need.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
I wouldn't abuse my power, but I think I would give
Push
it
boundaries.
I'd push boundaries, yeah.
Okay.
this out. You fucking hate the cats. This is the hypothetical where there's Ed's doing a thought process. You're like, I love my little cats. You fucking hate the cats.
No, he
You
loves
can't
them.
stand them. They look at you and you go, ugh. You spend like 1 minute in that apartment and you try and leave as quickly as possible because you're allergic to the cats as well. There's no world where you're even considering saving the cat. You're going good.
He loves
and
them,
you're
bro.
Just watching them. You're not even helping John. You're just watching them play. What a fucking ridiculous statement. You don't like the cats. This is
He loves them.
Oh, my poor, I'm a cat person. I'm so loving. Fuck off. Anyway.
Wow.
He loves it, dude.
Whether we cut that or not, if we don't, our producer on the side just jumped in
Yeah,
to point
explain.
out that Jock fucking hates his cat.
Let's get it. Okay, stretch. I do not hate the cats. I have, since moving out, I have developed an allergy to the cats.
Ah.
So the more time I spend with them, I get itchy, my skin breaks out, my eyes get puffy. It's a real mess. But I still love them. I just don't want to spend as much time with them because they make my life worse. The
Okay.
producer's shaking his head violently because he doesn't believe me. But it is my truth, and I'm saying my truth, and he cannot change it.
And what is love without a bit of hate?
True.
It wouldn't be love if I didn't hate.
True. Okay. Well, how about I take something that's a little less personable? Okay.
Okay, sure.
Black magic, me.
No,
What, the
I'm,
program?
I got a question for you.
Wait, sorry.
John.
Can I clarify? What do you mean black? Do you mean the editing program or you? What are you saying?
Sorcery.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorcery.
sorry.
John,
Yeah.
what if someone was going to destroy your car, right,
Yeah.
or Jock's house?
Like blow up.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
so
is
it
a
depends.
good one.
Irreversible.
Yeah. So yeah.
Does he have? Is this? Can I
Yeah.
ask? Is this like the trolley problem? Does he have intimate knowledge that if he chooses one, the other will happen?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
he's Captain America-ing on the edge of a bridge, holding 2 ropes.
Okay, yeah.
One rope has Jock's house.
Can he
and
be
the other
shirtless?
rope has
Can he be
your-
shirtless as well?
And he's
sweaty
shirtless.
and
Well,
veiny?
he wasn't
Whoa.
shirtless, but it ripped
Yeah,
at
it
the
ripped the
sheer
shirt,
straight.
yeah.
Yeah.
He hulked out.
And so he's holding, dangling off either side is Jock's house or John's car of equal weight that you can only pull one of them up.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Let me think. So is it completely? So when it?
And think about where you are right now.
Yeah. I'm on like New Manhattan Bridge or whatever.
No,
Right now,
Right
in
now.
this moment, you're
Okay.
in Jock's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about how you got here.
True. Yeah. True.
it's not about the destination; it's the journey.
Let's think. So is it? My big question is this: the one that falls, right? The one that falls.
The tower. Sorry. Never forget.
Never forget that. The one that falls, is it completely atomized, or is it kind of? Can you fix it a bit?
It's irreversible. It's not a case of like you lose the back half of your car and you get it repaired.
Whoever set this up is a bad person.
It is,
Goblin,
yeah.
bro.
It was I.
Oh, it was you.
It was
Why
I.
don't we just? This guy keeps fucking with our shit. Why don't we turn on him?
True.
He's got our house dangling off things. He's killing my cat.
If only you'd let John die, Jock, your house would be safe.
With my
It's
cat.
afterwards.
My cat is on the fridge holding the house and my cat's car.
Yeah, little cat car. Yeah, no, that's funny. Maybe it's me with my car, your house, and then in front of me is like a little cat with a little house, a little car.
Yeah.
The exact same dilemma.
Oh, what could have been?
What will John choose? What will the cat choose?
Sorry, bro, you gotta go.
I'm not going. I'm not in the house, am I?
Oh, he's not?
Do you kick the cat?
Wait, so wait. He's choosing the car over my life and
No,
the
Jock's
house.
not in the house. He loses his house.
Oh, the house gotta go.
Really?
Yeah, the cars. Look,
I can't believe you even
it gets
thought
me
it
from
would be-
place to place.
Yeah.
No, in reality, I wouldn't let Jock's house be atomized if I had a choice. Yeah, so is the cat in front of me doing it as well?
The cat's in front of you as well. Within like stomping distance.
You like kick the cat, both of them
Yeah.
fall, and then you save your car.
But it's like a
You
fun,
take
like,
my car, I'll take the house,
I like
you
to think-
leave yours.
It's like a real cinematic moment. Like there's all the thousands are gathered around watching. They're looking at me like, oh my god, and they go, "Aw," because the cat's in front doing the same thing.
Do you feel like you did the massive thing, you let go, you saved Jock's house, and no one cares because they're still watching the cat?
They didn't
Yeah,
even
no, it's like a fun.
notice.
It's like when you go to the footy game and like halftime, the kids play on the middle. You go, "Aw,"
Yeah.
it's like the cat.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I like the image of a little cat car and a little cat house, and he's holding them both. The cat is like ripped,
Yeah, jacked.
jacked, cat.
The cat's little shirt ripped up as well.
And then in front of the cat, Stuart Little. They're just all there.
Oh,
With his
okay.
little shit.
This little mobile.
Yeah, his little shit box.
Mobile. The Stewart Mobile.
Yeah, I think we should go back to calling cars mobiles.
Yeah.
I think it's a missed linguistically. We don't really have the sort of cool vernacular we used to.
I think people say mobile now for like baby things.
That's
Phone.
a separate thing.
Yeah.
A mobile.
Or phones, yeah, true.
A mobile is a thing that spins above a crib.
Do you think if you showed a baby, or maybe not a baby, maybe someone a bit older,
John Pork.
if you showed John Pork and said, this is my automobile, they would be like, oh, it's like a digital phone rather than like a...
That's not what automobile means.
No, but
Maybe
automobile,
like a kid,
like,
like a young kid.
yeah. Like if you showed them the word automobile,
Oh, I see. Sorry.
they
Sorry,
wouldn't
sorry,
think
yeah.
car, they would think...
Yeah, they'd think phone. I
Wow,
think.
automatic phone.
Yeah.
Maybe. But does anyone call it a mobile? I think mobile is more dated than
That's
calling
pretty
something a mobile.
Okay, true.
Like this, you've still got the Batmobile. You've still got like.
Yeah.
Yeah, when did they change it to Batcar? When does Woke change the Batmobile to Batcar?
God, when Woke changed the Batmobile to Batcar, I'm revolting. That's my last straw. They can ban comedy, but as soon as they turn the Batmobile into the Batcar, I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's done.
I'm
Zack
having none of
Snyder
it.
would never.
Oh, awesome. I had on this world of hypotheticals.
Yep.
I've got, it's not a hypothetical, but it's a bit of a
It's a true story.
no.
Oh.
This is different.
Oh.
I want to give you a
Made
little
up story.
Want to give you a little scenario.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna do some improv here, guys. You ready?
Yep.
We got our acting
Uh-oh.
chops out,
Yep. Easy.
so
My
you
chops. I left my chops at home.
gotta find new ones.
All right.
We're at a record store.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm there.
Like world records?
I will play
Guinness-
all relevant
World
characters
Records.
in this story.
You
I'll
play-
be the record store owner, and if anyone else appears, I'll be those characters. But you guys play yourselves,
Yep.
and you're coming in to return some records.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, return. Okay.
Return record.
Okay.
You own records and they're secondhand. You want to get rid of them. You guys are a gay couple, and you're coming in to return
We hold hands.
Easy.
the records.
Yep.
And I'm the record store owner,
Well-
and we we're gonna just have an exchange.
Right, I'm
You guys ready? All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Action.
Wow,
The
John.
bell as the door opens.
I'm gay. I'm gay.
Wow, John, you were so good at 200-meter sprint back in school that you broke that record. I can't believe you want to return it now.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Guinness Book-
welcome. Welcome to my record store.
Oh,
What's up?
It's like a.
Oh shit, we got the wrong address.
Shit,
We're
that's
at-
all right.
Oh wait, you getting rid of like world records? That's what we like.
Oh,
We trade in world records.
oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I saw the vinyl records sitting around.
Oh,
I
well,
thought-
we have-
The
like-
issue is I did bring like vinyl records.
Oh, okay. Well, we do both. It's like
Okay.
it's a dual faceted business. We
Okay.
kind of split down the middle. Look at that side, see world biggest fingernails.
Yep.
World's biggest hair.
Yep.
And on this side, you see vinyls. Yeah.
Oh,
we
wow.
have a
I've
bit of
always
both.
wanted
Yeah.
to see the world's biggest hair. Actually, that's really
Okay.
You
interesting.
have a look. It's right there. It's like
Wow.
Yeah.
Single
And we
strand.
also have Guinness on tap if you want. But
Oh, it's the
Um,
Guinness vinyl
It's
and
Guinness
record
Records.
store.
yeah, Guinness vinyl and record store.
Guinness
World Vinyl Records is what we're called.
Guinness
Oh, sorry. Wait.
record vinyl.
We've got another customer coming in.
Huh? What the hell?
So I'll play the.
Oh,
other
yeah, yeah.
I'll play the other customer.
Dude, we're already in here. It's a very small shop. There's no room.
Whoa, shit.
What do you guys got? You got,
Where's there a fucking goblin?
you
Dude?
got onions in your pockets?
Oh my god, Green
I
Goblin.
mean, I do, but what do
Onions
you?
in your pockets?
Wait, how'd you know?
Hey guys, sorry. He comes in all the time.
Who's
he
this
just,
guy?
He's just he lives around the corner, but
Okay.
he comes in all the
Looks
time. He's
kinda
like
fine.
he's begging for he just give him your
Wants
onions. Give him
onions.
onions. He knows you have onions in your pockets. Just give it him.
Fuck.
We're
me
never gonna,
onions.
Nah,
we're
I'm
never
not.
gonna beat the most onions
me-
in my pocket
me
record
onions.
this way.
Give me onions. Onions.
Right, dude,
So
take
hold
it,
on.
take
Let
it,
me
bro.
just- So this guy comes in regularly wanting onions.
Yeah, it's a
And you-
weird.
but you
I
don't-
can't really. Well, like I don't know. Well, we got a problem. In
You
this
don't want your
town.
own onions? You don't keep onions to give
Well,
him?
he would come in all the. He only comes in when customers have onions. He
Okay.
can, like,
Do
sense
customers
it.
often come in with onions?
Yeah, it's a problem we're facing.
I
Yeah,
thought that was our thing.
Yeah. It's probably because the onion store's next door, and
Ah.
like their prices you can't beat.
it's
you know?
like a Well, fun fact. That's my twin.
Oh, really?
So I'm
What?
Guinness Records vinyl.
yeah.
He's onions, turnips, and spinach.
Wow.
really
Big
oh, I didn't
kind
see
of-
the terms.
We like
Oh, OTS. Okay.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the old OTS store. Oh,
The
they're in
OTS.
Shade. Yeah, there's one near my house actually.
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
They still
Prefer that one. I don't care.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So what does this fucking guy
Onions,
want?
you want onions? You got onions? Give me onions.
I gave him all
Give
to
him
you,
your
bro.
fucking onion,
I
yeah.
gave
Give me-
gave you all your
Yeah.
fucking onions, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, so do you know this guy? You
So what do you want, man?
Oh fuck! He fed him onions.
Yeah.
Picture the goblin. He's getting real big. He's growing. He's growing. His like head's hitting the store. He's
Oh
like,
my.
whoa, dude.
Dude, this is
chill.
like some supernatural. Holy fuck.
Dude, good
He's
thing
getting
we're in
bigger,
a
he's
good
getting
thing
bigger,
we're in
he's
a
getting
chapel
bigger.
and the ceilings are really high.
yeah, well, it is a challenge. He's gonna eat more onions. It's alright. He's getting big.
Dude, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I didn't even have that many onions.
How is this guy growing?
Oh, guys, you've done it now. I can't believe you had so many onions in your
Such a-
pocket. It's
such a
crazy. He's
big
getting
guy
so
now.
big now. He's hit the roof.
Out of
Can we leave?
onions.
Can we go?
Why did his
Oh, the
feet,
door's locked.
Why did his feet stay the same size? Why is he so big but his feet are still really small?
That's a genetic problem. And he tries to stomp you, but his feet are so small, so you're like dodging
Whoa.
around his little feet.
the hell? Easy.
And now,
Size 7.
What do you do? Will you get your D&D move? And
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
give you a-
try. So we try and leave.
Yeah, can I
Try and
leave?
leave? All right,
Can I go?
roll an evasion check.
Excuse me?
Okay.
We're playing D&D now. No,
Okay.
Wait, he's a goblin and we're
So he's a
playing
big
D&D.
goblin.
he's a big
okay.
goblin, little feet.
Okay.
How do you counter this problem?
Okay.
And he's eating all the onions. He's grown. You're in a Guinness record vinyl store.
Have we returned the record? Have we put them on the counter yet?
They are on the they're sitting on the counter.
I tell you what, I think
They're
that
not
he's,
unretrievable.
I think he's actually broken the new record for the biggest goblin. And I tell you what, that is no small feat.
Yeah.
End scene.
Oh,
End scene.
He is the world's
True.
biggest goblin, and that is no small feat.
Good stuff.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
Yep.
bars, you could say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Landed the plane there. Sorry, did you have more?
No, I really realized halfway through I had nothing. I was like, I had an idea of like,
These guys walk in a vinyl store, that was it?
yeah, actually, no, I had the goblin bit.
I like the goblin bit. Yeah.
Okay.
That was
Onion-
all.
onion guy.
I kind of like taken back the wall because the scene has ended.
Well, I would say no. Well, I would say
Yeah, any scene notes?
I think no. From there,
I think
where
the
would
goblin
where
should
would
have
you
been a
go
different
from
color.
there?
Let's do racially charged.
Yeah. I didn't like that. Yeah. Right wing speech he did halfway through. I didn't like that.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
The goblin
Um,
got to stop saying slurs.
Yeah. Where would you go from there? I think maybe. I guess you either attack him or you just tell him to go next door. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you tell him about all the onions next door.
Maybe.
But then you're creating a monster you cannot handle.
It is, yeah. Why didn't he? If there's an onion store next door, why didn't he just go to the onion store? I
There's
guess you
obviously
got
a
to pay. You
bigger
got to
story
pay
there.
for those ones.
That's the prequel. Maybe.
He doesn't have any money. He lives around the corner.
Yeah, he
that's
only takes it out of people's pockets.
He's a criminal, common criminal. But it's like I was gonna get into a whole like there's been a systemic problem with like goblin arrests and
Okay.
we've got to like
Well, yeah.
it's a problem.
it's getting deep. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I came up with, I wanted to do a bit like this for like a week, and I was like, I'll think more about it. And then I didn't
You
think
didn't.
any more about it, and then I sat down here, and then I started saying it and realized, oh,
I forgot to write this thing.
I
Okay.
forgot where this
Yeah,
goes.
he's
Yeah.
really gobbling those onions.
Anyway,
That's
I
fine.
liked-
Maybe the audience can let us know where
yeah,
it goes
please
from there.
comment what happens to the goblin with small feet.
Yeah.
Can you give us a better scenario? Maybe next time.
I've got a story actually.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I was at a housewarming on the weekend.
Okay.
A friend I helped move into their house.
Yeah.
I moved furniture in with them. It was lovely.
Awesome.
And it was a housewarming, so it was a fun little party event. And there's been this running joke among my friend group that we think it'd be really funny to like act like every party's like a frat party. Like when you
That's awesome.
when you start a
Wait,
party.
that's a joke? I thought that's what you do.
No, but you're like drinking. There's a record scratch and someone stands up and goes, "Let's get this party started."
Yeah,
okay.
You do
Like,
cake
that's fun.
stands and
Yeah,
stuff.
cake stand shit like that. So we're like,
Yeah.
this will be fun. If like that should be the vibe
Yeah.
of every party. Like why don't we have that vibe
It should
anymore?
be always, yeah.
All right, quick pause. Jump back in.
All right, we're back.
I probably wouldn't cut that, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
Picture at this party, and two friends were a bit drunk. They're a bit drunk, and they think it'd be funny to wrestle. So they're wrestling in this like little granny flat out the back, having a old.
Wait, sorry. This actually happened?
This actually happened.
Okay, I was still in
Yeah,
like,
I was still in
I was
the
still like,
scene.
what do I do if I'm that guy?
Well, I was like,
Sorry,
me and John are
yeah.
wrestling in the
Sorry,
picturing them.
sorry, we're out of.
Wait, so wait.
This
so,
is real.
So
This
you're
is
at
just a story that happened on my weekend.
Something that actually happened.
Yeah.
So you're at a party,
Yeah.
and then two friends go to wrestle in the granny flat.
I was there. They're not okay. They're not having sex.
Okay.
Let's clear that up. It's
You went with them into the granny flat
there was
where
an
they
audi-
said
had
they're
an
about
audience.
to wrestle.
They had an audience, and
Okay,
they were
interesting
wrestling.
choice.
Been there.
Because they're like two big guys, and it's just like a constant butting of arrogant heads, and we're like,
Yeah,
let's
that's
see.
fine.
You want to see
I
that?
want to see the outcome of this fight. So they're wrestling all jovial like, and then one of them like grapples onto the other's back, and then the other one falls backwards, and they land on one of these like old, these old wooden chairs that are made
Yeah.
of like slats and stuff.
Yeah.
They land on that, and just like exactly like a cartoon, it
This
like
is-
shatters.
Wow.
Like
It's a
into like,
WWE fight.
yeah, exactly. It shatters and it like makes that cartoon chair break noise.
Yeah.
And then one of them, because we went, oh, because brand new house, just moved in.
Yeah.
The house wasn't even warm yet.
Wasn't even warm yet. We were in the process of warming it, and it broke. And then the one who broke it stands up, holding a piece of the chair, and goes, "Let's get this party started."
Oh, okay,
I was like, "That's
awesome.
awesome. That's a
Nice.
good commitment to the bit." And then after he did that, immediately felt really bad and started apologizing to the homeowner profusely.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That is funny to be like, yeah, let's do this frat thing, like at like most social events, and then a housewarming just immediately throwing someone through a chair. So the whole thing is they just moved in.
Trashing the entire house immediately at the housewarming party.
Just start wrestling in this guy's house.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, it was awesome. And
Is
there's-
there- Sorry.
no.
Is there a lot of wrestling in frat parties?
I think it's like it looks. I'm just picturing frat parties from like Project X and media as such.
22 Jump Street.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
Bad
like
Neighbours?
Bad Neighbors is a good one.
Or just neighbors?
There's
if
a lot
you're
of just
American?
male aggression. There's a lot of like the classic one is they're all dancing outside. There's a couple people in the pool. There's a DJ. Someone jumps off the roof to
Yeah.
go into the pool, and he goes like Geronimo, jumps off.
Geronimo is awesome.
Jumps off, lands in the pool. As he lands in the pool, record scratch, music stops, everyone's silent. They're like, what? And then he jumps out of the pool and he goes, let's get this party started. And then everyone goes,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Classic.
awesome.
I wish parties were like that.
Yeah, they should be.
So we're trying to make it like
You can
that.
just-
Okay,
you
yeah,
can
you
do
can
We're going to start the
pretend.
wave, yeah.
Yeah, I listened to a bit where I know John, you don't like Seth Meyers, but whatever. Seth Meyers was
What do you have against Seth Meyers?
Seth Meyers was talking about like
Fuck your wife.
yeah. Seth
Yeah.
Meyers was talking about Chris Martin at this like after party who was like dancing and going crazy and just like the coolest guy.
Mhm.
And
Chris Pratt.
yeah, Chris Pratt, sure.
Garfield.
And like Seth Meyers said, you just in that one moment, he was like, I'm gonna put this cool guy jacket I bought on that is not the sort of jacket I would wear. It's a cool guy jacket, and I'm just gonna pretend I'm Chris Martin for a night and party like I'm Chris Martin.
Nice.
And you can just pretend.
You can
Yeah.
just pretend to do stuff.
It has been a common trait of mine that I just like to pretend on a night out and lie.
Yeah.
And I just lie to people
Lying's
about
fine,
things. It has gotten me in a bit of trouble. Well, not trouble, but potential trouble. I was out with a friend's group of friends. Like it was a really I barely knew the people. So someone came up to me and I was with another friend and they're like, "Oh, what do you study?" To my friend, he goes, "Oh, medicine." And then they asked me, "Oh, what do you study?" And I didn't want to say film, so I go, "Oh, astrophysics."
Whoa, smart guy.
And then he goes, "Oh, my little brother does that. Wait,
Oh,
like I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll come right back and we'll talk
Yeah.
about this." And then as he leaves, I turn to my friend. I'm like, "Fuck."
yeah.
So I left.
Yeah, he got, be like, yeah, he got in his spaceship. He got in his, he flew away.
he
in
had,
his spaceship.
he had like rocket science stuff to do.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
wouldn't get it.
You
Maybe
wouldn't
ask
get
your brother about it.
Yeah, he'd get it. That's why he's not here. He's doing rocket science stuff.
Yeah,
Anyway,
What happens in astrophysics stays in astrophysics.
I've
that's
heard
what
them
they
say
say.
that. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I know people that are in astrophysics, and they do say that all the time.
Yeah.
Well, they don't tell you because it stays in astrophysics, but
I guess, yeah.
it's an oxymoronic statement.
You sent that picture to the group the other night, Jock. That was I think it was a universe. What was that picture?
What are you talking about?
I said it looked like a Barocca.
Oh, the cover to the
The like file thing.
yeah.
What was that? Was that like a your picture or was
No.
that like a?
This is really uninteresting. It was like just an option on the thing. It's from the James Webb Telescope,
Oh,
and I looked and I just picked an option.
is that a real picture of the universe?
Yeah, well, it's little astrophysics fact because I studied it. All those like telescope photos, like the James Webb Telescope, all those sort of stuff, they're technically not 100% accurate. They're an artistic representation of what's being seen. Any color you see is like extremely exaggerated. Like they'll pick up like they're not just looking up and taking a photo. They're analyzing data. They're recreating it artistically. So it is like that. Yeah, everything you see is in that position, but it might be a little bit exaggerated in terms of like the vibrance and the sort of like the massive gaseous clouds. Yes, they're there, but they might not be like orange and purple and stuff like that.
You might not have an answer to this question,
Sure.
but I guess it's not really a question. When I looked at that photo and I said, this looks like when
A
you put
Barocca.
a Barocca in a glass of water and the bubbles fizzle off.
Mhm.
Is that kind of like what the galaxy is in the universe? Because the way that the stars are just automatically expanding and spreading out,
Never-ending Barocca.
and at some point the Barocca is gonna dwarf star or like what's it called, supernova, and shrink down and explode.
mm.
What do you think?
I think it could be a like you could like envision it like that, but it's
Okay.
not very accurate.
You don't think I'm starting a new universe every time I put a Barocca in my glass
I think
of water?
you are. No one else.
Okay, just
If
me.
if you do it, you are. No one else.
Yeah, I do it a lot.
Yeah.
And I stomp on it.
Yeah. Just to feel something.
Yeah, just to feel like the head of the universe.
But no, I don't. Yeah, I think the thing with the universe expanding is the things in the universe aren't expanding. So like bits of universe aren't getting bigger. It's the space between everything
Say that
that's
to my
expanding.
wife. Cut that.
Yeah, the space between him and his wife
To
is getting
John's
bigger.
future
Yeah,
wife,
that's what I meant.
To John's future wife, when you're watching this, he meant that about you.
And there's nothing wrong with weight
But
gain.
yeah, whether you're the second, third, fourth wife, this is about
Whichever
you.
one you are, fifth, sixth, he meant that about you.
Seventh, he's a Henry VIII
He's
guy.
murdering his wives. How are you
Killing
getting away
them.
with it?
Just two of them, right?
Bro, what? Don't do that, John.
Yeah, to John of the future. Don't do that.
To John
Stop.
12. Don't let me get away with it. Can I have
Dude,
a...
imagine, I'll be pissed if, like, imagine if your son killed you.
Okay.
For
Wouldn't that
like
be-
political power? It'd suck.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, but like political.
To take over the 3 cents empire.
Yeah.
I guess
Fuck.
it's kind of like it'd piss you off because like
Dude, that's scary.
because they killed you. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty annoying, but also like betrayal. You know,
That's
what's
ultimate
worse?
betrayal.
Betrayal is probably the second worst thing, but the getting killed is probably first.
Yeah, you can live.
No,
with
but no.
betrayal.
Yeah.
I would rather get killed and betrayed than just betrayed.
Really?
Because you got to live with that hurt.
Yeah, but you could like maybe he's got a reason.
Get back.
Maybe he's got like a.
Dude,
he's-
if my son tries to kill me and he fails, I'm killing him. Dude.
okay, revenge.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm in the hospital bed listening to Many Men by 50 Cent. I'm telling the doctor this kid's fucked. I'm like, yeah,
If you let me out of here, that kid's fucked.
Do you think if you're a doctor and the patient said that, you have to like call someone?
I think that, yeah, that'd be,
Oh.
I think that's a threat.
But I
and
think-
it's a murder, intent of murder.
but I think I'd be so legit about it that I'd say it and then I'd go, I'm kidding, and then I'd be like,
I'm only joking.
The doctor's like, no, I get it, get him.
yeah,
Get
yeah,
him.
yeah, the doc's on board. He's like, dude, I'll give you some shit.
That was
I'll give you some
fucked
shit to
up.
go mental.
That was fucked up. He saved his cat over you, bro. That's fucked
Yeah.
up. Go get him.
Yeah, do we like? I think we might have talked about this before, but in terms of having children and raising children, do you think you're going to do anything like particularly differently than anyone else? Like, are you gonna just like kind of
Cage training.
okay?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna potty train. Just let him shit anyway. We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
might as well. Just wear
Yeah.
diapers forever.
Yeah.
We made them
Well,
for that.
I'm still. You guys?
What do you mean, like cage fighting?
I think you
something-
meant like
yeah.
a dog cage train.
I'm
Oh,
in a cage fight.
cage fight training.
from a very young age. They
This is-
crawl up the sides.
Joe Rogan has a. I said Joe Wogan.
Joe Rogan.
If Joe Rogan was train fighting, cage fighting.
Do you think Joe Rogan would like that?
You think if I was Joe Rogan, skinny wear me cage fight?
Do you have ideas on how you would?
Yeah, how would
raise-
you?
Well, I was gonna be serious and be like, try and keep him off social media and phones and shit like that. But
Yeah. Give
I
him a
think,
phone
I think
immediately.
I'm
How are they
gonna-
supposed to get
I think I'm
famous,
gonna,
bro?
I think I'm gonna give them TikTok and only like, I'm gonna give them a specific TikTok that only
Dance.
shows them cage
Oh.
fighting. So they grow up in this impression that everything that happens ever is just cage fighting.
I don't know
That's
why
all
he's
there
so
is.
into cage fighting. I don't know what from a young age. I guess he saw a little bit. I don't know.
You go to his house, his walls covered. His walls like wallpaper is cage. he lives
He's in a
in
cage. Every time I go in his
Fight or die.
every time I go in
I've
his
had
cage, he
12
tries to
kids.
fight me. I don't know why.
I've
he's
had
in the
12
cage.
kids. The strongest has survived.
Can you imagine being the 12th kid and that's the one they decide to cage fight, and all your other kids are like
You've got
just
like the
chilling?
second who's like, oh, he's had a pretty good life. He's like
Yeah.
going to a private school. He's formally educated. The other one's just a rabid cage. Is illiterate. Foams from the mouth when he sees a cage.
We only showed this guy gardening tutorials. I don't know.
Raising each child like they're a specific specialty. You're my
Yeah.
gardener child. You're my doctor child. You're my cage fight child.
Imagine being the control test child in that family.
Yeah,
Like you've got nothing interesting about you.
Yeah, that'd be so sad. Yeah.
Dude, that family would go crazy.
Yeah.
They'd be able to do everything.
Bit of everything.
Maybe, yeah.
God.
Is that
Get into
ethical?
that. Get onto that.
Is that ethical?
What about is it? No, okay.
What if? Yeah, probably not. Go,
Yeah.
John.
No, that's all right. What's some other fun ones?
To
What's
what
about the
get a child to do?
Yeah,
Cage fight.
yeah.
You could show them
Archery or something.
like okay. If you watch enough archery videos, do you get good at archery, or is that one of those things
Table
you have to
tennis.
do?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Or
No.
Formula One driving. Genuine good career path for a child.
Okay.
No,
No?
mine. No, my son's not being a Formula One.
Really?
No.
Yeah, too short.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure. No, it's just he's sitting in a car. Whatever.
I don't know if this is uploaded yet, guys, but can we talk about it?
What?
The height.
Oh yeah, it's coming soon.
Okay, there's a
Coming
there's a
soon.
video coming soon where we mentioned that Jackson was going to do this last episode, but he has gone off. We were present. He's gone off and he's figured out our heights.
Done some
Yeah.
from
calculations.
previous. He's done some
Yeah.
maths and some
I don't
calculations.
think it'll be out when this comes out.
That's all
but
right.
it's-
Just look forward to it.
excited.
Yeah, I don't want my child to be any of the heights we said throughout the whole
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah.
what
nothing
just
of-
our actually accurate heights.
Yeah, true. Our actual accurate heights.
I want
yeah.
my son to be bigger and better than me.
Didn't you say one time that if your child
Yeah, that
was
would piss
bigger
me
and
off.
better than you, it would piss you off?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the exact same.
Exact same or worse.
Yeah.
To prove that I'm good.
Uh,
That would suck.
yeah.
But oh god, sorry to my future child. I'm gonna live so vicariously through my child. I just know it.
Yeah.
Really.
Like I'm gonna I'm not gonna be forceful, but I'm gonna encourage the child to do the things that I almost
do.
wasn't able to do, wasn't
Yeah.
able to do or almost did. And I'd be so okay, I'm not gonna say, but I would just want them to do it. And I feel like if I rode during high school, if they want to do it, I
What
want
did you
them to
ride?
row.
You rode.
Yeah. A boat.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I
Rode
think
the
you meant
boat.
like you rode during high school, like you were part of a bike gang. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I rode with these guys.
And if my child does that, I will be living so vicariously through my child,
Yeah.
just being like
Oh,
wanting them to achieve everything that I wasn't able to. But
yeah. yeah. Same.
That's pretty mean,
picture-
right? Like, is
no, I'm not forcing them to do anything, and I'm not. I don't want to give them pressure to do anything. It's more of like,
But you have to win.
no,
but you have
no,
to do exactly what I wanted to do.
No. I'm saying if they end up doing things that I have done or things that I wanted to do in my life, because I want them to have a better life than me. So
Yeah.
eventually they'll be doing things that I've wanted to do but haven't been able to. Then I will be looking at that and be like, yeah, that's kind of me. Part of
Yeah.
me's doing that, I guess.
Okay.
Living
true.
vicariously, being like, yeah, that's me.
I mean, that's kind of like building civilization, isn't it? Of like when it took many emperors to build a civilization, but they were like, one day, that's gonna be my civilization. I'm gonna die, but they're growing.
And it only takes one emperor to ruin it.
Looking at you, Albanese.
Oh man, should we cut that? I don't know.
Leave it in. I like him.
No, that's
Leave it in.
funny.
Yeah, I like him too. I don't want to. I don't want to assign a political
Okay,
side, but yeah.
I just think it's just the out of pocket is so funny.
I was trying to wait to see because I could work out who Jock was referring to.
I knew exactly who I was referring to.
Yeah.
Trump.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah,
yeah.
I guess he's an emperor.
Yeah, well, he's trying to become one. But
Yeah.
you just saying Albanese was so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Who's the Chinese emperor?
Yao Ming.
What?
Yao Ming's the basketball player.
Yao Ming.
That's
Jeremy
crazy.
Lin.
You're just listing basketballers.
That's all I know.
know.
I'm trying to get it in NBA terms.
No, it's Mao Zedong.
Mao Zedong. Yeah.
Oh, real quick. Josh Giddey, dude. That was
That was crazy.
maybe the craziest thing. Have you seen this?
Oh, someone told me about it.
It was
I think.
insane.
What did
maybe
he
the
do?
It
craziest
has
thing.
It is the funniest thing post. I will explain it for Jackson, but there was a game between the Lakers,
LeBron team.
Luka Doncic,
Whoa.
Austin Reeves, big team,
Joker.
projected to do great things. Then the Chicago Bulls,
MJ?
once a great team, now kind of poo, bit shit. Sorry,
Okay.
my
Bullshit.
Chicago Bulls friend, I know. But yeah, they've kind of been a bit poopy the last couple of years. But they recently signed Josh Giddey, Adelaide basketballer,
Yeah. Alleged
who
problems.
Yeah, but
he went from,
he did get what's it called, dismissed or whatever.
cancelled.
Proven
But
innocent.
he got proven innocent
Yeah.
because there
Because there were allegations.
were allegations of
minor stuff.
Yeah.
PDF files
Yeah.
and JPEG files and whatnot.
Leaked.
There was a game between them. Final 10 seconds. It was it was Lakers 115 to Chicago Bulls 110 with 10 seconds to go. So
Impossible to win.
Chicago Bulls shoot a three. It's 113, 115. I might get these statistics wrong, but whatever.
The numbers
not
aren't
important.
important
Numbers
for
aren't
the
important.
story.
Then LeBron goes to pass it in.
Very lazy. So
Very lazy.
because
LeBron.
he's like 9 seconds left. We've won this, and it's LeBron. You'd think he wouldn't do this, but he was just like lazily like chuck it. Josh Giddey dives in the middle, grabs
intercepts it.
it. Yeah.
And then he passes it out. Another three. Bulls are up by one. This is insane.
About 7 seconds, 6 seconds.
6 seconds, 5 seconds, something like that.
Yeah.
Lakers do a clean run. Austin Reeves goes in for the layup, gets it. Lakers are up by one with 2 seconds to go.
I feel like this is a live commentary right now.
Yeah.
2 seconds to go.
2 seconds to go. Lakers are up again.
Lakers are up. It's a Chicago Bulls home crowd. Everyone's angry. Inbound, Josh Giddey inbounds
Adelaide Ledge.
to someone else on Bulls. Bulls passes it back to Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey from the halfway line. 1 second to go, throws it from the halfway line.
LeBron's in his face. LeBron tries to stop it.
in his face.
Best
for the
NBA
block.
player of all time is in his face.
Whoa.
Shoots it over LeBron.
Allegedly.
Swish from half court to win.
Far
Buzzer
out,
beater.
dude.
And he walks off holding
up.
the shot. It was so awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That should be worth more points, I think. I don't think that's a hot take, but
Yeah.
Oh, it was so awesome.
I think there
Crazy,
should be
dude.
points.
No, I don't think it should be.
I think there should be points associated with if it hits the ring, if it hits the backboard, and if it's from half court.
I don't think that I agree. The other ones are interesting. I think the half court one, no, because then you'll just get shootings from half court.
Yeah.
It'll be a boring ass game.
Yeah.
Everyone will just shoot from half court. You have Steph Curry. You have a breed of Steph Currys that all they do is shoot.
Yeah.
There's already talk that the 3-point line is too generous. Like they need to either make the 3-point line bigger so it's harder, or like just ruin the incentive to do 3 points at all because it's so much more boring than actual like close contact like dunks and layups. They're so much more interesting than 3-pointers.
Maybe they should put it like you can shoot from half court, but there's like fans. So if you throw it too high, the fans will interfere.
Oh, I
with
thought you
the
meant like
way it flies.
supporters. Like you're gonna hit people.
Okay. No, I mean like there's fans so that the air that it has to fly through isn't even, and so it will move the way.
And it's randomized.
yeah,
So
like
it's just luck.
it's kind of like bowling where they change the oil patterns.
I did always think I feel like we talked about this before that basketball should have little gags.
Yeah, we have
a
talked
part
about
of the court
this.
should have a little slippery puddle, and then maybe like a ladder towards the middle somewhere, like a ladder that kind of just goes up.
Yeah, and
Don't you reckon?
power ups and whatnot.
Yeah,
Like-
power up.
Have you
Every
seen the
every
new-
like every team once in the game you can play a thing that makes the ball really hot.
Yeah. Ow, ow, ow.
So while like the other players are
Or
holding
it
it, they're
gets
like,
sticky and it's like they're trying to flick it off their hand.
Have you guys seen? This is like very similar to what you're talking about in the UK Ballers League. So it's
No.
a new like football league, pretty
I know
much.
it's like Globetrotters.
No.
Okay.
It's run by like I don't know who it's run by, but it's a lot of like YouTubers and influencers are involved as team managers, and they create teams to do five-a-side soccer games, which are
Yeah.
like smaller pitches, indoor, so you can bounce off walls, and it's like really condensed, a lot more action-packed soccer. But in this Ballers League, they have like every quarter they have like a special rule that like maybe it's 3v3, maybe it's like the ball's different, or maybe there's like special implements like they have to tie their legs to another player or something. They have little like
Whoa.
gags, I guess.
Yeah.
But then also, when they're getting penalized, instead of like yellow card, red card, whatever, they do like player gets sent off for 5 minutes, so you're one player down and stuff like that. So there's always action. It's really interesting and it's fun to watch because you can like root for a team because you know the manager, because it'll be like Simon from the Sidemen or someone like that. Like it's really
Mr.
interesting.
Beast.
Not Mr. Beast.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy Beast is too busy like defiling ancient Egyptian tombs
Yeah.
to play
Or
soccer.
solving world hunger. It could be either. It could be. It's really a coin
I
flip.
love that thing I
Or
sent you
locking
where
a
it's
poor
like,
person in a
yeah,
room.
it's like Mr. Beast has perpetually 4 or 5 poor people locked in rooms at a time.
Yeah, it is crazy. Where he made that Twitter post that was like, "I have a pilot in a private jet for,"
2.
and then he's like, "I've got a." What was the other ones? There was like 3 different.
Is there like a person in a circle in a forest and like
Yeah.
I've got a man frozen in ice?
It was like,
it's
yeah, it
just
wasn't.
like-
It wasn't a meme. It was a genuine Mr. Beast has
It's-
people.
It's
It
crazy.
was like a response to something as well. It was like a flex. It's like, you don't know how busy I am. I've got 3 poor people that are locked in rooms.
Across the world, locked in
I've
rooms.
got 4 poor people fighting over money, doing what I want.
Yeah.
Like you don't understand how crazy my life is.
I watched a behind the
And
scenes.
God, it's entertaining.
I watched a behind the scenes video one time where he had people living for 100 days in a bunker, like underground.
I've seen the actual video.
Yeah, and he was talking about like one of them was like ready to leave, and he was on the other side of the world filming like living in $1 million like hotel rooms, and
That's so dystopian.
he was like, I can't get back. I have to send in Ryan Trahan because he's close by. I'll send in Ryan Trahan because I can't get there. And it's like, just send someone else in.
That's so dystopian. That's crazy. Mr. Beast, like, I was initially like on board with the
I
whole
was,
thing.
yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I was. Mr. Beast. He caught me. TikTok attention got me. I was in. I was locked in.
Well, just more the charitable stuff. Like a guy, like I think, like at the start, especially.
He's like
he was-
giving money to homeless people, but then
Yeah.
there was the argument of like, why are you filming? I get that, but
I
like
disagree
ultimately,
here.
more good is being done than bad. So fine. If
well,
you
it
have
shows
to,
people like you can do stuff.
if you
like
have to
this. Yeah.
film it to do it, I don't care. Film
Yeah.
it. You're still doing it.
Yeah.
He's getting to the point where it's potentially traumatic for people.
Yeah.
Like imagine being on his game show where you could win $10 million and you come second. That's lifelong trauma of like I could have set my life, my entire family, my future generations up, but I
Yeah.
failed at Squid Game cutting out Cookie. I
Yeah.
like it might
Yeah.
drive people to like suicide. That's if people are low enough in their lives and they fail this ultimate thing because of a personal failure. That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
It is. Yeah, for me, that's the thing as well. Like I don't, not to be too like sensitive or whatever, but it's just like it's such a weird thing to watch. Like, yeah, like you failed the Minecraft challenge. No, you can't pay for your house, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, insane.
It's so
I
crazy.
don't
I
know
know he
And like
gives,
they
and then
they
he,
fail
like,
and
gives
Carl.
money to everyone, but it feels so like
Yeah.
what's the word? It's like
Disingenuous.
disingenuous and a bit like pity. It's like here's $10,000.
Yeah.
You go run along, little
Yeah,
child.
like, sorry you lost $54 million. Here's $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry you had to stay away from your family for 100 days. Here's 10 grand.
And then,
Yeah.
then Carl looks at the camera and goes, "Bruh," when you when you
Yeah,
lose.
the like Mr. Beast Amazon show. I could only watch one episode because
What's
it
it
was
like?
just it was like 100 people compete for $10 million.
Yeah.
And it was like 1,000 people or something crazy. People would be like in tears over losing this money, and then Mr. Beast or Carl or whatever would just make like a Marvel quip, and
Yeah.
you got like Marvel quip.
Yeah. I didn't.
Physical pain.
I didn't watch the whole show. I also only watched the first episode. But I watched. I don't know if you saw the same thing, Jock. There's a Scott Kramer video where he watched the whole show.
I don't know who Scott Kramer is.
He's
Seinfeld.
He's a little Kramer. He's a little commentary guy. Check him out. He's a lot bigger than
Like
us.
5'2".
Yeah, really, really small guy. He's this big. He's on my little phone screen. He's this big. Yeah, he watched it all and he said like some of the challenges are fun and interesting, but most of them are just like, if you quit right now, I'll give you 10 grand. And like there's so much that the show, the pacing
Prisoner's dilemma.
isn't interesting because it's just like, hey, go home now and I'll give you money, please. And then there's other times where it's like, there's teams of like 80 people in each team, and there's like a team captain for all 4 teams, and the team captain gets to like choose like, I'm gonna leave now, or I'm gonna stay in and get $2 million, but my whole team goes home. And the whole thing is it's supposed to be about like camaraderie, like teamwork, friendship, making enemies, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, there's no reason not to just click that button. All of those guys go home. You still get the money and you win.
Yeah, you make enemies. People hate
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, but they all go home.
But you're mad.
But they
People
still exist on
it's on
Earth.
the internet. Yeah, they still exist on Earth. They could hunt you down and fucking rob the shit out of you.
Yeah, come rob me, dude. I've got $10 million in home defense now. Like it's.
I think it's more like.
There's some like morality. I don't know
Yeah,
if
it's
I want
like-
dirty $10 million.
I don't think I'd press that button.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I
If
wouldn't.
it's 80 people, no, because
I could not,
I wouldn't
like-
be able to sleep at night
Yeah.
knowing 80 people out there. I'd financially ruin them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
couldn't
they're all
morally.
like crying.
I
Yeah.
couldn't morally do that. I would feel too bad.
Well, that's like the entire show is that over and over again. It's like, hey, all of these guys will leave if you take the money.
And then Mr. Beast goes, "Look at that guy crying."
On your left, is
Yeah.
the door. Like Captain America. Bruh.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, this is like Squid Game.
Does he owe money to Squid Game at this point? Like, he's done more
I think
Squid Game than Squid Game.
Yeah, Squid Game probably owe him money. You got fucking Gen Z people creaming out loving Squid Game.
But he's done so much, like, biscuit thing, you know?
Yeah, that biscuit thing is really reoccurring. Can you get over it? There's other shit. Make people fight. Cage fight.
Icky cookie.
Cage fighting. No.
Oh.
Which cage fight? We should cage fight next episode.
Next episode, cage fight. Put your money in the comments. Who's going to win in the cage fight between the three of us? Put your tongue in your mouth.
Fuck, it hit the mic.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's enough.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
We've talked plenty.
Wow.
So what'd you guys learn from today?
In the comments, post what you learned, post your height, and your
And we'll make fun
social
of
media,
everyone
social-
that's beneath 6 foot.
yeah. If you're below 6 foot,
What the fuck are you doing?
grow.
Yeah.
What are you doing, dude?
Drink milk
Kind of rich.
Drink milk. Trust me.
from me.
All right, guys.
I'm 4'7", I forgot.
Don't
All right,
spoil the
guys.
video.
Bye.
Bye.